Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of 90 Day Fiancé Season 8, Till All Part 2. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this Till All Part 2, I would rate it a mother F. I thought it was forgettable, um, 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 foolery. It just was a hot mess. And I could have done something else with my time. Actually, I was extremely busy yesterday, so I didn't come out last night to give you all my review. And I'm telling you, y'all ain't miss a thing. Let me know down in the comment section what you would have given this tell all. I thought that it has gone down as the worst tell all in history. I think. If not, it has to be ranked among the top 3 of the worst tell-alls ever. Um, so I gave it an F. Again, let me know what you all gave it down in the comments section. Let's start off with Andrew, right? Andrew, of course, has left out of the building. He is looking very Dracula-licious, if you will. And he is insisting that he is going to leave the building if he is not able to face Amara or Amira. And so he says that that is the reason why he came to the tell-all, was to be able to confront her and to, talk to her face to face so that they can, vet the information and, he can do what he do with the whoop-whoop and the boo-boo-boo. Rebecca sat there at the tell-all and indicated that she felt like, he had bad motives or he wasn't being on the up and up about the situation because he said that that was the only reason why he came. Well, the only reason why you came was to do the same thing, to sit there with your fat belly, pop belly husband, and confront the issues that have happened in the tell-all. So the cast is all speculating back and forth about, Andrew. They seem a little irritated that Andrew has been asked to leave the room. At least it's 50-50 between them. And so, they go through this, bull crap. And of course, Amara is in the back looking like the bride of Frankenstein and indicating that, she wants to not have Andrew there. She is not going to allow him to harass her and to bully her. She doesn't know whether or not he's going to scream at her or whatever. So she is insisting that she's nervous and she's shaking and she's the damsel, damn it, in distress. And I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Now, while Andrew is not my favorite person, he's not my favorite person at all, right? I think that there has been some things that he has done that have been inconsiderate, and he has done some things that hasn't been thoughtful and not gentlemanly and not chivalrous and all of that bull. I don't believe Amara's story in totality. I think that the cast sat there and they kind of broke it down as well. Amara indicated that while she was in detention at the airport, that she did not receive any phone calls from Andrew when we clearly saw Andrew calling her phone. Jovi and everybody was, indicating that he should have been there based on the stuff that she was saying. And I think so. I think that she took the coward way out of it. She really messed up the show in my opinion, because he does, he has a right to face his accuser. And if she's accusing him of being this, this terrible guy, that he has a right to defend himself in front of his accuser. And I think that, in my opinion, I think that they made the wrong decision by asking Andrew to leave. And sometimes you have to look back at stuff, right? And you gotta, kind of weigh it out or whatever. And I think that once I had an opportunity to kind of sit back from the situation, I really do believe that she was wrong in doing that, and I think the production was too. That man had every right to confront that girl. Especially if she's sitting out there telling bald-faced lies. They were saying that there were so many holes in her story, even as the cast members, who I'm sure sort of tell all unedited. Because what we get on the back end is the edited show. And so there were a lot of holes that they were able to punch through on her story, including the fact that, she now has a new boyfriend. This traumatized woman now has a new boyfriend, and they all figured that he lived in America, and he does. She has moved on very quickly, to another relationship. And I'm not saying that a woman should not move on. I'm just saying Amara shouldn't have moved on. Not that fast. If she was so traumatized by what this man did, like, I just, I'm not buying it. Again, Andrew deserves some of the stuff that he's going through, but I just don't believe he deserves all of it. And I believe that Amara is lying. She indicated that, he wanted her to have a baby immediately when she got there. And so this is the reason why, they got into this argument. Well, we did see some of that. But I also believe there's some other things to it. And so maybe she had already promised to have babies. Like, you don't know. And really, frankly, don't nobody really give a fuck, right? So we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the next boring-ass couple. And that was Tyrique and Hazel. Now, Tyrique and Hazel, are talking. And, of course, dumbass Julia is trying to act like she doesn't understand that there are people who are polyamory, I think it is polyamory, and or there are people who are polygamous and all kinds of stuff, swingers who have relationships with bring other couples into their relationship. And so Julia is acting as if she doesn't know about this, but I forgot that Julia was a dancer and not a stripper. So anyway, they go through this conversation with him and Hazel, and of course they bring Minty in. Hazel is indicating that she likes women, and she wants to bring a woman into the relationship, but she just don't want the bitch to be Minty because Tyrique, she doesn't like how Tyrique looks at her and says, oh, you're beautiful. So she wants Tyrique to bring in some ugly broad so that, she can be the beauty that's standing out in the crowd. A lot of them are on Tyrique because they see this as just a total sex thing. And Tyrique is trying to explain that having another couple in their life is not totally about sex. But Tyrique, like, come on, your girlfriend saying she's, bi if she wants to entertain another woman. For Hazel, it's all about the sex, okay? Y'all let me know down in the comment. For Hazel, it's all about the sex. Hazel's talking about the big ass, the brown skin, all of that, the jiggling, the jangling, the tick-tocking. Like, Hazel wants to see it all in action. She wants to touch it, feel it, rub it, scrub it, and all of that kind of stuff. And while Tyrique is covering Hazel, he's getting the brunt of the issue. And I don't believe that Tyrique should. Tyrique is doing what Hazel has asked. Now, Tyrique did indicate that in his previous relationship, he tried to bring somebody into the relationship and everything, and it just won't happen. And I'm sure that that's probably why the relationship is no more. And I think that if Hazel can't have the best of both worlds. She's going to have to allow Tyrique to be able to pick out the woman that's coming into the relationship too. She can't make it all about her, even though that's what she wants to do. So, they going back and forth with the knick-knack, paddywhack, and give a dog a bone. And I'm just like, this reunion is just like so boring. And so they bring Minty out. They ask Minty the same questions that they've asked Minty before. Whether or not Minty, is in a relationship or has sex with Tyrique, or did she have sex with Hazel? All of that, they said that it's no. At the end of the day, whatever that married couple wants to do and agrees to do in their relationship is between them. And so, you know what? The hell with what everybody else got to say about it. They was boring as dog too. This was the worst. Oh my God. After I do this, y'all, I'm done. So the next couple that I want to talk about is Mike and Natalie. Of course, they want to go back to the drama with Natalie. Last season, as we all remember, at the till all, Natalie was accusing Mike of having some kind of relationship with his girlfriend, who asked him to come to her wedding to stand in as her best man. Natalie at that time accused Mike of talking to her on the, with no shirt on. And, he just chilling. And she says she hears the girl in the background say she got to go get in the shower. Now they bring the girlfriend out there, Sarah, and Sarah says that, yeah, I may have said something like that, but it wasn't about Mike. I had 50 billion people in my house. It was the day before the wedding. Mike flew in early. It was the day before the wedding, and I was announcing to people that I was getting in the shower. And you know what? I found that to be true, because last year, no, not last year, the year before that, Thanksgiving, I had a lot of guests in my house. And guess what? You do announce. When I thought about it, I was like, you do announce. You'd be like, all right, then, I'm going to get in the shower, because you want them to know where you're going, first of all. You're probably hosting, for the most part. And then you want to just make sure that the mofos don't come yanking the door open. I'm in the shower or whatever. You do, as a hostess, dismiss yourself. You don't even think about it consciously, but you do. You'd be like, all right, then, I'm going to go out on the backyard. I'm going to go out on the veranda. I'm going on the front porch. I'm going to do whatever. You do, as a hostess, announce what the fuck you doing. I'm like, I really had to sit back and think about it. But anyway, so she said that her and Mike was in the car and Natalie was with them, and he asked if she wanted if she wanted to meet her across the phone. So she was like, all right, then, fine, cool. And so she says when she gets on the phone with Natalie, she says hi to Natalie. And then Natalie said, are all American women a whores, or is it just you? Let me tell you, honey, it wouldn't have been no electrical line, no internet, no Wi-Fi signal, bitch, that would have kept me from snatching that ass across that daggone telephone line. How in the hell is Natalie going to say something like that and then immediately tried to deny that she said it? Natalie, bitch, we all have come together. There has been a consensus. It is a unanimous vote. Bitch, you said that. Why would Sarah have a need to sit on there and say that? So Natalie was like, I was trying to be, a detective. I was suspicious. And I was trying to be destructive, trying to assume and shoot. Bitch, you said it. You? Can you imagine her saying that? I ain't got no damn phone. Hey, Sarah, are you a whore? Are all American women whore? Or just you? Or just you? Sarah said, I cussed that. I cussed that bitch out. We got into a knockout, drag out, fight, argument. And she said, so, of course, what's her name? Sean was like, Mike, did you hear this conversation? Mike said it was so much stuff being said, hither and thither or whatever. Natalie said it. But then she asked Sarah, did you sleep with Mike? Sarah said she didn't. But the way that Mike was like, I ain't convinced, Sarah. It may have been some kind of hanky-panky, some spanking, some rubbing, some licking, some tucking. I don't know what the hell. But I'm going to tell you right now, the way Mike, was like, yeah, there you go. Mike didn't know what Sarah was going to say out of his mouth. He didn't know whether or not Sarah was going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help him God. He had no idea what this woman was going to say. Because I'm telling you right now, if you go back and you look at it, Mike had a big-ass sigh of relief. A mofo that's not cotton freaking guilty of doing anything like that does not sit back and have a sigh of relief like that. Mike, something happened between you and Sarah. I'm almost convinced about the bull crap. But you know what? Hey, you do you, I do me, we do each other, right? I mean, well, no, not in that vein. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Again, y'all, this was the worst cotton freaking tell all. Like I said, if it's not number one, it's at least number three in the lineup. And I'm so disappointed and sad that we could not get us a good kiki off this bull crap. But I'm telling you right now, it just wasn't a good tell-all. It was the worst. I mean, and it was only an hour long. Thank God for that. Now, y'all know every year I sit and I'm just like, I don't know if I can do 90 day again. I'm telling you, it's really getting hard to do 90 day. Y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about 90 Day Fiancé and whether your auntie should even be looking anymore. It's some bull, right? These made up stories. We're going to talk about Stephanie a little later. Her ass came back out and did another damn clear up. And I just was like, you know what? She made the situation worse than it was. Sometimes you just need to sit back and shut the fuck up, right? So that you're not looking like the fool that we think you are. I don't understand Stephanie's reason for coming out and saying anything at all. Anyway, this is the end of my review, y'all. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you all to pieces. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you've been here more than 2 times, bitch, you're part of the family. And you might as well subscribe to the channel. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that when I go live, you go live with me, right? So I love you all to pieces and have a great day. Bye, y'all.